There are multiple certifications which are available out of Google Cloud Platform. Let's look at those. These certifications ranging from requirement assessment, design, build, and operate phases of your SDLCs. The first certifications which is available is the associate level certification, and that is Cloud Engineer, which works on operate phase of your SDLC. The second certification that you have is the Cloud Architect. It's a professional level certification. Then you have Cloud Developer, Cloud Data Engineer, Cloud Network Engineer, and Cloud Security Engineer. Besides Cloud Engineer, which is associate level certifications, all other certifications are at professional level certifications, and you get the actual certificate according to it. Let's go ahead and understand some of the roles and responsibility for individual certifications. The first one is Associate Cloud Engineer, the person or the role in which he or she manages the cloud resources inside Google Cloud Platform. The responsibilities include setting up the cloud solution environment, planning and configuring cloud solutions, deploy and implement cloud solutions, ensuring successful operation of cloud solution, and configuring access and maintaining the security. You can think of the person who understands in and out of individual services, how to provision it, how to manage it, how to monitor it, right? And how to provide access permissions for those cloud resources. And this is in terms of platform as a service or infrastructure as a service. The similar certifications on other cloud platforms you can find is like CSOP, System Operations Engineer, or the Cloud Engineer itself. The next one is the Professional Cloud Developer. You can develop, deploy, and manage applications inside Google Cloud Platform, and you can find similar certification on the other cloud platform as well. The responsibility includes design highly scalable, available, and reliable cloud native applications, build and test applications, deploy applications, integrate the applications with Google Cloud Platform, manage the application performance, and do the monitoring. This kind of certification this is not a core. You can think of one of the programming language certification. This is when you know how to program it and how to develop your application, how to take advantage of Google Cloud Platform, right? And this is the core essence of this particular certification, not to teach you any programming model, but if at all you are, say, Java developer or Python developer, right, or .NET developer, right, how you can go ahead and use different capabilities of Google Cloud Platform, how those platform like Kubernetes is different when you have it in on-premises, when you deploy that in Google Cloud Platform, or how you can take advantage like API management, how you can take advantage of the logging mechanism or monitoring mechanism, which is available readily in Google Cloud Platform. The third one is Professional Cloud Architect, PCA. You can design the cloud solution or hybrid cloud solution environment, and that is the essence of this particular exam. It starts with design and planning cloud solutions, manage and provision cloud solution infrastructure, design for security and compliance, analyze and optimize technical and business processes, manage, implement cloud architecture, and ensure solution operations and reliability. The depth of this particular certification, if you look at, it starts with understanding the requirement for your cloud solution, whether you are deploying your cloud application or the application in the cloud environment as a native application, or you are designing application in hybrid mode. So some of your states is lying in your own infrastructure, and some of the the computing environment which will be used by you or for your application depends on the scaling needs or taking advantage of the public cloud environment. So you are starting with the planning, understanding the existing infrastructure, understanding the cloud infrastructure, creating a migration plan, understanding the bits and pieces or differences of different services which will be used for the same purpose, and identify clear-cut differentiation which service you want to use it over the other one. You will need to understand the security and compliance mechanism. What are security parameters? You need to make sure that you are optimizing it for the cloud. Maybe it is technical requirement or the business process requirement. When you are taking your applications, if you are suggesting any modifications to the application or you are taking as is, depends on what the goal is and what the requirement is, you are making those trade-offs. So all of that constitutes as an architect requirement, and you can think of cloud architect is no different, but having understanding of the landscape, cloud landscape, as well as your own on-premises landscape, and then making your first move, like taking your application into Google Cloud Platform, or you're designing applications which will use your own data center as well as Google Cloud Platform. If you look at the roles and responsibilities, there are some, you can think of merging roles and responsibilities, like for all those certifications, you need a complete understanding of the purpose of each and every service, how to provision it, how to use and monitor those particular services. If you look at cloud engineer and cloud developer, you need to manage the application performance on the cloud, and this is much more day in day out job for these guys will do. A cloud architect will go ahead and use some of the matrices, but not necessarily managing the application performance. He can guide those teams, but these are the team who are actually responsible looking at the application performance and making changes into the application. If you look at cloud engineer and cloud architect, is like setting up the cloud services. How do you design and plan individual services, and making sure that security is in place, making sure that access permissions are in place. Cloud developer and cloud architect, making sure that you understand CI/CD pipelines, cloud APIs, performance testing, and all other the testing requirement for your application to perform better in Google Cloud environment. So those are like overlapping requirements. More importantly, understanding purpose of each service and provision and use and monitor it. This is the core essence of for all the certifications which are here, like cloud engineer, developer, and architect. And then there are different focuses based on which certifications you are going to pursue. But besides these three certifications, as we understand, data engineer is focused on storage part of your application. Database, big data, NoSQL, ETL jobs, like how you can design your ETL pipeline or database pipelines, machine learning aspect of Google Cloud Platform. And this is very special certification, which is only towards the data. And this is the only certification on the data. Professional network engineer, and this is very focused towards understanding or setting up the VPCs, strategies, firewall, routes, VPN, interconnect, the connection between your own data center and Google Cloud Platform, setting up the load balancer, looking at the network security aspect of Google Cloud, like enabling the logs, monitoring the logs, and doing the audit on the traffic which is flowing between the cloud resources. The last certification that we have is professional security engineer, and you can think, looking at the name, it is very focused towards the security aspect of cloud environment. And when you are taking your application into any public cloud platform, security engineer's role is becoming like very important, because you are taking your data out of your data center and putting that in the environment where anyone can access that particular environment if there are security breaches. So this particular person or the role should have detailed knowledge about how you can protect different cloud resources and how to protect the data inside those services. And that is very important, how to use IAM, how to use KMS, how to use the keys, how to encrypt the data, decrypt the data, all of the security aspect. But besides the core security, you need to make sure that you are compliant, your application is compliant in public cloud environment, and you are providing security for all those cloud resources. So that's it, guys, as a certification. If you have any questions, let us know. Otherwise, you can move to the next lecture.